Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce to everyone that I have a Twitter account. The link is down below in the description. You can follow me there for notifications you might miss or information on stocks here on YouTube. You can find it there. And I want every single investor to stay tuned till the end of this video because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. This one right now has been loaded up by ARK Invest in one of their ETFs, and it went from wherever the rank it was actually like around the middle or towards the bottom, and it rode all the way up to the top. I mean, literally number one on the list, and I'm looking forward to see if they add more positions as it's pulling back and leveling off. So we want to pay close attention to this one. It's looking like a speculative play right now, but if we see some consolidation, it could be healthy, even though it's slightly pulled back, and ARK Invest continues to load up. That could be a clear sign that there's potential here. So stay tuned for all that information, and I'm going to do a full video on that ticker symbol soon. So here we are with Zomedica Corp. It actually pulled back, and it's kind of hanging out slightly above $1 and slightly above the lows here that we talked about that we needed to watch, 96 cents. That is still a very important support level beyond the support level we're about to talk about, but we are now in bearish territory. We want to see this hold up above $1. Let's go ahead and take away the fact that it's in bearish territory. We want this to stay above $1. If it can't do that, it could actually start to pull down deeper into bearish territory to newer lows and newer support levels. So that's going to be very important to keep in mind moving forward. So the 50-day moving average here is 106. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we're in bullish territory. If the bulls accomplish breaking through this resistance, the next resistance level is 110. I want every single investor to write that down because that's going to be a much more significant one, showing that it's broken through two supports, right? And then going ahead and reaching newer highs and new resistance levels, because by breaking through these resistance levels, they turn into supports to pull away from them. So it will break through two of them by turning them into supports and pulling away from them. So 110 is going to be very important on the broader spectrum of things. So our support level here is 99 cents. If that gets broken through, we're already below $1 and we're going to hit newer lows. And we want to watch closely how it's reacting between 99 and 96 cents, and if the bulls are trying to reappear, bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly. It's going to be very important to watch, pay close attention to, and see how the stock is reacting. So important. I want every single investor to be aware of this. Now, if by any case the volatility gets that much more in pressure in the downward direction and it breaks through 96, the next support level would be down here at 93 and then even further down at 86. But right now, we don't have to worry about those numbers just yet. We want to pay close attention to 99 and 96 and see if the bulls try to reappear before even breaking through 99 or between those two support levels bringing it back up. Now, the 50-day moving average is 106, and if that gets broken through, yes, we're back in bullish territory, but the bulls do have to break through resistance, and that's 1 cent above the 50-day moving average at 107. Now, if they can break through this one and turn it into a support, their next goal is 110, and 110 will definitely show the fact that this is pulling upwards to newer highs, new resistance levels, and getting further into bullish territory, and then it can pull further away from the 50-day moving average. That's probably one of the most significant parts of breaking through these resistance levels, turning them into supports and pulling away from them to get closer to the highs, which was all the way up here at 124. I think that's probably the most important resistance level moving forward for the next coming weeks and probably even month. So we need to watch this carefully. It's holding itself up pretty well, but after having such a run and just kind of eating away at all those gains, it's showing signs of hitting newer lows. This either needs to consolidate in this area, hold itself up above $1, right? Or this could start to reach newer lows and kind of eat away all of this. But when we look at it at the broader spectrum of things, we want to remember where Zoom came from, and it may consolidate within this area, which is also signs of healthiness for the chart, but not necessarily for the stock price in the short term, because it's getting closer to newer lows, pulling down, and that can get this to newer support levels. And the closer it gets to these lows, right, that we've seen previously in other videos and we've discussed, the closer it is to losing control for the bulls, and it's going to be much harder for them to pull this back up. So this needs to consolidate above that point, stay above $1, and work its way up to newer highs and get out of this bearish territory. I think that's one of the most important things moving forward. We are in tug of war zone, so we definitely want to watch this closely. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned for the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys. You definitely want to add this to your watch list and keep it on your radar moving forward. So for everyone that has stayed till the end of the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys, it's looking a little bit speculative. We're going to pull up the chart right now in just a moment, but one of the biggest things that caught my attention is the fact that it moved up in the ranks of the ETF that ARK Invest has, right? It actually was in the lower end and it started to work its way up. And here we are now seeing it at the very top. It's actually number 1. It was previously number 2 most recently, right, when this first run happened. And now it's number 1. Now I want to see how it reacts when they refresh this information later tonight. And I may do an update and also follow it for the next following day. So stay tuned for that. But the ticker symbol is SRNT, Ceragon Networks. Now, this is in the 5G sector. So this is a pretty hot stock now, even at the price that it's at. Now, the reason why I want every single investor to be aware that this may be speculative is because it ran up from $3 and some change all the way up to almost $7. And it's having a slight pullback, sitting now at $5.50. So we definitely need to see this cool off. We need to see what's going on, what all the hype is, and if there's going to be a good entry point, and if it even breaks through one of the main support levels that I'm watching, which is 450. If it consolidates somewhere above it, it may be a good sign or a healthy sign moving forward. Because look at how ARK Invest has this as number 1 in their ETF IZRL. Now, this ETF is a little bit smaller when it comes to market value and their position size on their ticker symbols and these different stocks, but the fact that they have it as number 1, I mean, this moved up in the ranks. They loaded up on shares. They do not want to miss out on this opportunity. They see a lot of potential now with everything that happened and all the changes for CRNT, but I'm looking forward to see this go up even higher, like become 2-3 million shares, and that will be a bold statement how ARK Invest has been treated in Nano Dimensions, Skills, Open Door, you know, when it was IPOB and then it became Open, and all these different ticker symbols, even Workhorse, that they just keep on piling on more stocks. So I look forward to doing an update on this. This is from the 19th, yesterday's. It has not been updated, but I look forward to seeing this number get higher, and especially because the price dipped, I can imagine them taking a larger position. That's just going to be my opinion. We got to see. We have to see how they react, and if they continue to load up on this, they see potential here and room that far beyond any of us can see on this chart. So it is a little bit speculative right now due to the fact that it ran up. It's cooling off. We want to see how this cools off. But the fact that ARK Invest has it as number 1 and they have over 1 million shares, I look forward to this getting more shares added to it. That's going to be the bold statement. That's going to let us know that this is not as speculative as we think. Right now, it's looking speculative. We need to watch it closely. So stay tuned for that updated video. I'll probably post it down on the description down below once I do it. Or if you comment down below, I will share with you directly the link to that video when I do a full thorough analysis. I see what ARK Invest is doing, if they load up on more of their position on this one, on their ETF. And also I'll do a little bit more research on this company. So stay tuned for that. Once again, the ticker symbol is CRNT. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position in this. I'm just here to enlighten you guys that you definitely want to keep this one on your radar moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.